Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica, and I'm doing our November monthly readings. Welcome, thank you for joining me. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. This will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And as always, these are general. Take what resonates as it resonates with you. And be sure to watch all your signs to get all the messages that may pertain to you in these general readings. And of course, if you'd like a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. For you, Libra, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot, and I'll clarify with the Spirit Animal Oracle and the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Okay, now my boys are in a naughty phase. I have two cats, for those of you that don't know, and they're just chasing each other and wreaking havoc. So, I'm sorry if there's going to be interruptions. I apologize ahead of time. Okay. What is going on for Libra in November 2021? What's coming up for Libra? November 2021. Cool. What do we have? Page of Cups. Two of Swords. Should I, shouldn't I? Nine of Cups crowning you. Two of Cups in the foundation. Ace of Wands in the past. The Moon in the near future. The Queen of Cups in how you see yourself. Strength in your environment. The Hermit in hopes and fears. Eight of Swords in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Wands. So you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So for some of you, and a choice that you don't know, you don't know what to choose, basically, with that Two of Swords is a challenge. Okay, so for some of you, you're dealing with two people or two offers on the table, whether it's about work or love or whatever. For some of you, especially if you have a lot of water in your chart, this is you thinking, should I tell this person how I feel? Should I ask them out? Your answer is yes, but I feel like you're not going to do it in the end. The challenge, the Two of Swords, you're in two minds about it. You're going back and forth. You don't know which one to choose. You can't do both. Okay? You're afraid of making the wrong choice. That's your challenge, and that's what it is that's keeping you stuck. The reason for everything, we have the Two of Cups. I feel like you've met someone you truly, truly care for. You've met someone you see a future with. You met someone you've just fallen in love with. Or this could be about a reconciliation. It could also be a friendship, and you view this person as more than a friend, and you don't know if you should say something or not. In the past, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, here's that spark. You catching feelings. Crowning you, we have the Nine of Cups. You're in la la land about this. You see this person as your wish fulfilled. You see this person as your dream mate. In the near future, what do? The Moon. Nothing. This can be the energy of falling in love, but it's like you're keeping it to yourself, right? This is internal. This is dreams and visualizing and daydreaming about this person, but you're not actually saying or doing anything. In how you see yourself, we have the Queen of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you feel that it's obvious you have feelings for them, so you don't have to say it. In your environment, the Strength card, we have Leo energy. Some of you are dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And with the Strength card in your environment, if you think you're being obvious, you're not. Okay? This person is like focused on other things, quite frankly. Not in a malicious way, or it's not like they're ignoring you. They don't even know how you feel. They don't know how you feel. In hopes and fears, we have the Hermit. Hoping that they'll figure it out, but if you don't say anything, how's that going to happen? This is someone who you have to be direct with. That's what I'm feeling. And you're doing subtle things and they're just not picking up the cues. And in the outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling defeated. But you haven't said anything. That's what I don't understand, Libra. You haven't said anything. So why are you feeling so defeated? And why are you feeling like it's a failure when you haven't even said anything to see how they respond? Does that make sense? Yes, Harvey. What? I swear, he's been on one for like the past half hour at least. What am I saying? An hour. It's just been, yes. Mama's working. Yeah, he don't care. God, give me strength. Okay, so Libra, back to you. That's one scenario that I'm getting very clearly. You've met someone or someone who's a friend or a coworker, and you view them as, you've caught feelings. You see that heart there? Harvey, you've caught feelings for this person. But you're quiet about it. You're not revealing it. The reason why? Because you think it's obvious. You think what you say and how you carry yourself and what you do for them, or you think it's obvious. So you're waiting for them to reciprocate. You're waiting for them to respond to that. However, you're dealing with someone who you need to be in their face and you need to make it clear, because otherwise they just don't, it just goes right over their head. They have no clue what's going on with you, Libra. I'm going to be honest. And the longer you wait for them to respond to something they don't know is happening, right? The more defeated you're going to feel. And stuck and sad. Why would you do that to yourself, Libra? Why would you do that to yourself? Okay, so if that's your scenario, heads up, they don't know. Okay, they're not getting it. They don't know. You're gonna have to make it clear. You're gonna have to put it into direct words, not innuendos, not subtle. No. Hey, I have feelings for you. I like you as more than a friend. What do you say to that? Okay? And you can turn this around. Same thing, if this isn't love, you see how, you see all these hearts everywhere. So you have a heart and the Two of Cups hanging from a tree. You have a heart and the Two of Swords hanging from a tree. You have a heart in the background here, in the moon. Tiny red there. So if it's not love, although with all these hearts it might be for a lot of you, but if it's not love, it's something that you view as your dream situation, your dream job, your dream opportunity. Okay, whatever this is that you view as a wish come true, it's in your environment. Ace of Wands. Could be a job, right? You want to make an offer, or you want to ask for something. Okay. A promotion, to be made permanent, a raise, to be considered for something. Your challenge is you're not actually saying it with words. Okay? Why? Because you think it's obvious. Think it's obvious. You think you've made it clear. But with the moon here, no, you haven't. No one knows what's going on in your head and in your heart. No matter how clear you think you've made it. And so you could save yourself some disappointment, some unnecessary disappointment, by speaking up. Make it clear. Okay? So let's see, what's this moon in the near future for Libra, the world, and death. You're afraid. It's like, I could have the world, or this could be completely over. And that's why you're not saying it. You're telling yourself that it's obvious, but that's self-sabotage. You're telling yourself that it's obvious how you feel, but that's self-sabotage. Because you're afraid of it failing, or it not going anywhere, or something ending, more than you are hopeful that you could have your dream come true with the World card. And in that confusion and in that fear, it's easier for you to say to yourself, oh no, I've made it obvious. So if they don't respond to me, if they don't consider me for that, then clearly it's not for me. You know? Oh, no, it's probably clear. I don't want to push it. If I push it, they'll think I'm too pushy. Okay? But it's self-sabotage, Libra, because you're afraid. Like I say, you put them all together, they tell a story of confusion, illusion, fear. I could either have everything I've ever hoped for, or this could burn in flames and it be completely over. And you're more afraid of it being completely over. You view that as a higher possibility than you view you getting what you want. As a result, you keep it quiet. Okay? But it's self-sabotage, because it's almost like you're telling yourself, Chachi, seriously? He settled down and now you start? No. Okay. It's almost, sorry Libra, it's almost like you're telling yourself, so you meet this person, yeah? Or you're talking to this person. You really like them, but you're afraid of rejection. So you're telling yourself, oh, I'm sure it's obvious how I feel about them. So if they're not approaching me, then they don't like me. The other person has no clue what you're thinking. They may like you, but they don't know that you like them, or they don't know that you feel that way. So they're not going to open the conversation. They're not going to approach the subject. Does that make sense? But in your head, you're taking that to confirm. Does that make sense? Honestly, the moon and the 8 of Swords is that kind of energy where you forget where you started in the first place. You forget what the premise was in the first place. You forget what it is that you're confirming in the first place, but you know it's bad. 8 of Swords in the outcome. 10 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, look. You're psyching yourself out of something, Libra. It's not funny, but it's like, oh man. Because we all do that. This negative self-talk with the 8 of Swords is turning into, this is too much, 10 of Wands. This is too much. Never mind. Forget about it. I'll just stay single. 9 of Pentacles. Have you ever done that? I know I have. Where you overthink something to the point where it's like, you know what, it's too much. Forget it. I don't know. Forget it. It's not worth it. But in the real world, you haven't actually done or said anything. So you don't know what could happen. It's just the worst case scenarios you've been running in your head that convince you that it's a bad idea. But in the real world, it could be the best idea ever. But you don't try it. You don't do anything, okay? You just think about it. The more you think about it, you start fearing, what if this happens? What if that happens? And in the end, it's like, this is too much. Forget it. I'll stay single. I'll stay where I am. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and telling yourself, this is enough. I'm good. I'm happy. I don't need that. Does that make sense? So what is going on, Libra? What are you doing to yourself? Listen. You have to speak up. That's why you have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Speak up before you walk away from something great. 8 of Cups under that. Okay? What's the worst that can happen? Someone says no. Someone says something you don't want to hear. But at least you know. Does that make sense? At least you know. At least you've tried. And then the decisions you're making are based on real facts. Not your own fears. Does that make sense? There's a difference. There's a big difference there. So let's see. Advice for Libra for November 2021. I bet you anything you're going to have something to do with communication, with speaking up, truth and illusion type thing. So let's see. 3 cards, advice for Libra for November 2021. Advice for Libra. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck. What'd I just say? What'd I say? You saw me shuffle. You don't make this up. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Number 12, that's a 3. You want to see change. You want to see expansion, growth. It's available to you. But you have to talk about it. You have to open up. You have to communicate. You have to say what you want. Speak your truth. Reveal your thoughts and reveal your desires and reveal your feelings. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. This is saying easy on the negative self-talk, Libra. Easy on that. Why? There's no reason. This is what is putting you on edge. Number 9. This is what's putting you on edge. Because you're being too critical of yourself. And too down on you. On yourself. Okay? Bring a gentle energy to it. Allow yourself to hope. That's all you have to do. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. So again, this is saying lay a foundation means to me make it real. Okay? So bring it into the 3D. How do you do that? Write it down, speak it, something that can be received through one of the 5 senses, right? Where someone hears it, where someone can read it, can see it. That will be your foundation. That will be your starting point. But you have to make it real. You have to bring it into 3D. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your heart. Speak about it. Write it down. Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. This is saying you'll be fine no matter what happens. You'll adapt. But you need to know what's what in order to adapt to it. Does that make sense? I'm seeing also some sort of not necessarily negotiation, but especially in the realm of telling someone how you feel, and especially if it's a friendship or it's a coworker, there's going to be that conversation of what if this affects our friendship? What if this affects our working relationship? Okay, that's not necessarily someone rejecting you. It's someone who wants to entertain this, but they just want to make sure, the risk isn't greater than potential payoff. They're pretty much trying to make sure you're on the same page. They're pretty much trying to ascertain how much you want this, make sure it's as much as they want it. Does that make sense? And you'll adapt. You're like, okay, we can do this, we can do that. We'll be careful here, we'll be careful there. We can try it this way and that way and then see what happens. And we'll adapt. But at least I'm seeing someone entertaining this with you. It's that back and forth. Okay? Same situation about the job or the promotion or that bonus or to make you lead whatever. I'm seeing the negotiation. But how can there be a negotiation when they don't even know that you want to be in the running? Does that make sense? Additional advice for Libra for November. 2 cards. Additional advice for Libra for November. 2021. Okay, I heard one from the top, one from the bottom. That's what we're going to do. One from the top, one from the bottom. And now at the bottom of the deck we have patience. This is going hand in hand with this gentle energy. Be gentle with yourself. And this is also saying take action and give a situation time to develop before you judge it. Okay? So if someone doesn't respond right away, don't take that as a rejection. That's important for someone to hear. Okay, what else we got? You can't make this up. Gentleness. Bring a gentle touch. That means be gentle and kind with yourself. It also means give something time to develop. Be patient with yourself. And it also means nice and easy wins the race. Take it one step at a time. Give the other person time to respond. Give the other person time to entertain what you're saying. Ease into it. Easy does it. Okay? But look, I mean, there's a bride here, so I don't know if you want to be committed to someone or if you dream of getting married at some point or whatever. If that's your goal, that's what's on the table. And it's possible. You just kind of have to be gentle with it. Take your time. First of all, talk about it. Express it. Tell people that's what you want. I mean, obviously, if you've just met someone, don't tell them you want to marry him, okay? But you know what I mean. Make it clear how you feel. Make it clear where you are. Make it clear what you want. And then just kind of take it easy. Take it easy. Give it time to develop. Okay? An adventure. You're about to embark on a new adventure. Whether that's a new relationship or a new job situation. There is progress. There is movement. There is transformation. But again, number one, you have to make it clear. Make your intention clear. Number two, give the other party time to think. Okay? And then just take it easy from there. Take it easy from there. Don't take someone not saying exactly the words you want to hear as rejection. They're entertaining it. They're entitled to entertain it. They're airing out their thoughts just like you just did, right? Hopefully. So talk to them. Negotiate. Adapt to the situation. But you can have this, whatever this is that you have your heart set on, you can have it. Genuinely, you can. But I told you what the steps are. Okay? So I hope this helps you, okay? Let me know what this is about for you, how it makes sense to you. If you are in this energy, I really hope this reading helps you. I hope you see it in time to turn things around for you and make the most of the situation, okay? So I hope you have an amazing month. Be sure to watch all your signs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.